together to make them mad. If a nigga play, we gon' do him bad. Cause blood couldn't make us any closer. Blood couldn't make us any closer.
Hey guys, it's Stella K Nation. I'm Kiana. Welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're going to be discussing how I found out I am pregnant. Funny, we're here. Run the clip. I, per se, have never been pregnant to my knowledge. So as y'all saw, actually in that video, I was pregnant and did not know it, which is so hilarious. So, never say never. I would have loved to have known at that point. But, excuse how I sound. I got something going on here. I don't know what it is. Came out of nowhere. I don't know if it's allergies or what, but I don't like the way I sound. But I've been wanting to get this video done. My sister wanted to be in the video, but our schedules have been conflicting, so I've been putting it off trying to do it with her, and it's too much. So sorry, sister, but I'm going ahead and doing it so I can get this one out and the rest of the videos that I want to do out. So, I have notes here so I can stay on track. So first, this is a disclaimer, or this, not a disclaimer, but to kind of help understand why. Because I'll tell y'all how I reacted, and then you'll understand why I reacted that way. So last year I started, we finally found a PCP that works for us. They did like your yearly checkup or whatever, and I ended up getting diagnosed with PCOS. If you don't know what that is, it is polycystic ovary syndrome. It causes weight gain, irregular periods, and majority of the time infertility. So when my doctor told me that, I was like, well, so I'm most likely gonna have trouble getting pregnant. And obviously the process of getting pregnant, you have to be having unprotected sex. So that's what I was doing. Having a jolly good time. And yeah. So with me being diagnosed with PCOS, I didn't automatically be like, oh, well, I'm just gonna be out here wild and having unprotected sex just because I know I probably can't get pregnant. I know not to play with the Lord like that, because the Lord likes to play with me too, and it don't be fun. It don't be fun. So I don't be trying to play with him like that. So I was like, no, I'm not gonna just be out here just wilding, even though I was just out here wilding. But that kind of like put some things into perspective or whatever. So I was like, I'm gonna probably have to try really, really hard to get pregnant. And then moving on, came to the week leading up to me finding out I was pregnant. So I did experience irregular periods before. Like, it was for 3 months out of the year I had no period at all, and every single one of those times I thought I was pregnant, but I was confused. So I was like, around the time that I did start having unprotected sex, I was like, okay. But the times that I was not having sex at all, I was like, why the heck would I be pregnant right now? Because I was like, sperm cannot have been in my body for over a year. Like, it was not making sense to me. I was like, why am I not getting a period? But that was before I found out that I had PCOS. So when I found out that I had PCOS, I was like, okay, that makes sense for the irregular periods. Because I had never experienced or realized I had gone a month without having a period. Because I also wasn't, well, I don't even know how long I've had the app that I use Flow. 10 out of 10 recommend. Because it helps me keep track of my periods. It's very spot on with me. I don't know about anybody else's experience, but that is my go-to period tracking app. But yeah, so I was experiencing irregular periods, so I was like, what is going on? So the week leading up to when I was supposed to get my period, my normal symptoms are cramping, nausea, tender breasts, and mood swings. Like, normally, my people say I'm more chill when I'm on my periods than I am when I'm off. So, the mood swings is what really got me. So, I was like, why am I so moody? And then, normally, nausea, it happens, like, for a day or two, and then goes away. That week, I had it all week. And so, Wednesday came. I got to work on Wednesdays. So, I ended up telling my boyfriend I haven't got my period yet. And he was like, "Ah, crap." But we were like, we'll just wait a few more days and see. I was like, it normally takes up to like 3 days. If my period doesn't come on time, it's normally like 3 days late, and then I can go on about my day. But, well, 3 days max. 3 days late max. So I wasn't really worried about it. I was like, I'll wait. And so I was feeling nauseous on Wednesday, and then I hadn't got my period. I think I was supposed to get it that Monday, but it came Wednesday. I didn't get my period. So I was like, what's going on here? And the whole week I had this feeling. I was like, this feeling was gnawing in the back of my head. That was like, you're pregnant. But I have heard that if you think you're pregnant, your body's going to react, like make you think you're pregnant. It's a mental thing. So, it came to that Saturday. We didn't think anything of it. Just said, we'll wait a few more days and see. Came Saturday, still hadn't got my period. Still wasn't feeling great. So I decided, I didn't tell my boyfriend anything. I decided I'm going to buy these tests and I'm going to take them when I get off. So I got off, came to my boyfriend's house, and I was pulling out the tests. I was going to take it and not tell him, but he walked in the room and he saw it, and I was like, I'm finna go take one. Because I'm thinking, I'm finna go in here. It's finna be I'd rather it be a negative test and I can at least cross this out of my mind and go on about my business. So that is why there is no recording. There are no pictures. Well, there are pictures. I'll insert the pictures of the test. That's all I got was pictures of the tests. Because I was like, no. But, so I went and took the test. It said, I think 3 to 5 minutes. I don't even remember. It was the clear blue ones. But it took 30 seconds. It took 30 seconds. I looked down. I was about to wipe myself. I look up. And it's freaking positive. I said, huh? I sat there in shock for I don't know how long. I sat there in shock. And then I gathered myself as much as I could. I brought the test in the room. And my boyfriend looked at me. And he said, what is it? And I said, it's positive. He fell out. Like, he didn't faint. He was already sitting on the floor. Don't ask me. I literally don't know. He was already sitting on the floor. And, he fell back. And he was in shock. But I was like, because me and my sister had literally just had that conversation. I was like, if I ever turn up pregnant, I can't get mad. I can't cry. I can't be shocked because, what were you doing? What were you doing, Kiana? How did we get here? What were you doing? So that was I always thought that I was going to, no. I like to plan my reactions. No. I was literally in shock. So I was like, I didn't think it would be this easy. But, yeah. So after, he was still in shock, trying to, I guess, wrap his mind around it. I don't know. I had stopped paying attention to him. I literally curled up on the bed and started crying. Because I was like, well, what am I about to do? I'm carrying a whole human. A whole human. I wasn't ready for a kid. I literally was planning to have the hottest of hot girl summers. And then I got sat down. I was like, I don't know how much stuff I had to rearrange because I literally was planning to have the best summer of my life. The best kid-free summer of my life. And I was stuck in the house. Crazy. But, yeah. Well, my boyfriend ended up coming and laying in bed with me while I was crying. And he was saying everything was going to be okay. We'll figure it out. Such a great boyfriend. But, and definitely, I don't want to say not the reaction I was expecting. Because, you know, guys can be guys, I guess. But I was like... Now, as far as telling everyone, I told only a handful of people. Like, when I initially found out, like, literally, the night I found out, it was, like, April 30th. It was, like, midnight sometime that I found out. And I literally told my mom and my sister and her husband and my brother later that day. Because it was Saturday leading into Sunday. And we go out to, we either have family dinner at the house or someone's house, and then, or we go out to eat. So we went out to eat that day. And so I'm not the type of person to be able to hold a secret, well, my own secrets. Like, if it's something like that, the relationship I have with my sister and my mom, I literally could not look them in the face and not say anything. Like, it was, my anxiety was eating me alive. I had to tell my granny because I'm not one, same relationship I have with my mom I have with my granny. I, like, because at some point she was going to see me and she was going to see that I was pregnant. So I was like, I'm not going to sit up here and lie to this woman. And then if she asked me how I am, oh, I've been sick for the past month. She's going to be like, why have you been sick for the past month? Morning sickness. And then just, I don't have time for that. And I don't like to lie. So it takes too much stress. And then me trying to remember a lie, I told too much energy. So I told my granny the same day. Oh, and I also told my uncle. He's also my pastor, so I was like, I needed to see how the whole, you know, if I needed to sit down and all that other type of stuff, you know, how they do in the church. I had to see what was going on. So he, of course, gave me the reaction I was not expecting. So he said, we're going to carry on as usual. You will not be sitting down. You will, in fact, be serving. So there's that. And then I saw my granny, and her reaction was by far my favorite. She said, oh, well. I didn't expect her to, like, have a harsh reaction or anything. And I didn't really expect anybody to have a harsh reaction. Well, some people I expected to be mad or whatever. But then also I was like, I mean, what can we do at this point? Because I don't believe in abortions for me. I do believe that people should be able to choose what they want to do with their bodies. But for me, no. I didn't feel like I would be in an emotional place to be able to take that or deal with that. And then thinking about giving my baby up for adoption, there's a whole thing, like, I just would not feel right giving my baby up and then having more kids, and then they come find me later and they're like, why didn't you want me? I can't do that emotional. No. So I was like, I'm keeping it. Because, I mean, I don't want to say I strongly considered any of the other options, but I was automatically like, I mean, I have to keep it. Like, what else am I going to do? Who else did I tell before I made one of my cousins, she actually, I feel like she knew before I knew, but she didn't know that she knew. So I ended up telling her, like, I confirmed some things for her, because she had told me, I don't even know how much weeks, months, or whatever prior. I ended up I confirmed what she told me. And so, yeah. When the Lord be speaking, listen. But yeah. And I figured that might have been what it was when she texted me. But I was like, not me, Katie. That's where everybody around me was getting pregnant, and I was like, I'm not breathing that air. Now look at me breathing that air. But Yeah. I think that was the last of who I told before I made my post. And then I waited like, I think 2 months to post. Because for the people that may have secretly been wondering, or the people that actually blatantly asked me, or not even asked me, but said something to someone else, I did not tell people right away that I was pregnant, not because I was ashamed. I'm in a season of holding myself accountable. So after I got over my shock, I literally went into, okay, what do I need to do? Like, and I was in a, it is what it is state of mind. Because I'm like, I'm not getting an abortion. I'm not giving my baby up for adoption. My only choice is to keep it. And in order to do that, I need to, get things rolling. So I expected that to be everybody else's reaction. Like, oh, it is what it is. We're here now. Let's just get the ball rolling. Let's figure out what we're going to do. Put things in place or whatever. So that was not the case. But I did not tell people right away because of my PCOS. I didn't think that I could get pregnant as easily as I did. I don't want to say as easily because I literally don't know how it happened. Well, there was one night. But anyways, I literally, like, I'm not going to tell y'all that. But make sure you keep track of your escapades. Okay, guys? Which I do. And I think you should too. Flow is a great app. But also, if you don't have Flow, use your calendar. But honestly, I still don't know how it happened. Like, I know how it happened. But the event that took place specifically, I'm a little confused. But I'm done trying to figure it out because we're here now. But I was like, what was I talking about? Pregnancy brain, guys. Oh my gosh, I keep forgetting. My PCOS. Because I didn't think I could get pregnant, I was like, I'm going to keep this to myself. Because not everybody is happy for you. Not everybody wishes you well on that type of stuff. And I don't want to say I got enemies out here, but I don't know who is out here wishing bad on me. So I was like, let me keep this to myself until I know for sure I'm out of my first trimester. Like, I'm out of the woods. And even now, anything can happen, honestly. So I'm praying that I make it. That was a very emotional thing for me because I'm like, first of all, I didn't think I could get pregnant. And then I don't know that I'm going to be able to carry this baby to term. Like, I fully want to believe, like, my body is capable. I do not want to cry. I'll be back. Sorry. But I want to fully believe my body is capable of carrying this baby to term. But, I know things can happen. Things can go wrong. So, I prepare myself for it all. I believe if I made it this far, I'll make it to the end. But, like I said, things can happen. And at the end of the day, God's plan for me not to have the baby, then, my thing was, if I would have said anything and then something happened to where I lost the baby, then people are going to be asking me, oh, how's the pregnancy going? Oh, blah, blah, blah. The baby's dead. The baby died. And, nobody wants to deal with that. And I for sure wouldn't have been in a place to want to discuss that because I would have been an emotional wreck because I already thought I couldn't get pregnant and then I wasn't even capable of carrying the baby to term. I was going to feel like it was my fault. So I was like, yeah, I'm going to keep this to myself. I also needed time to process, and I also was not trying to overwhelm myself with who I wanted to tell personally and who I was just going to wait to tell when I made my post. So I told, what, 6, 7 people? Majority of them being the people I live with. And then everybody else had to find out on social media. Because I was not finna send out a whole bunch of texts. I'm sorry. I was not finna make a whole bunch of group chats. I'm sorry. Like, I don't know who y'all think I am, but no. I wasn't doing that. That is the conclusion of how I found out I was pregnant. I'm excited for y'all to come on this journey with me because there's so much stuff I could do. Actually, not really, but content-wise, yes. Me actually doing stuff, no. Like, y'all, pregnancy is crazy. Like, I'm gonna be somebody's mom. Me. I mean, I could definitely see it because I give mom. But it's like, my God, you really saw fit for me to be a mom right now. Me. Like, I love the squishes, I do, but I love the ones that I can give back. Now I have my own squish that people are gonna be giving back to me. Like, crazy. I feel like I'm prepared. Who would have thunk? Like, what in the world? I'm gonna be a mom. And not just for 18 years. Like my mom is to me for the rest of my life. I'm gonna have a human that is mine. It's crazy. But I'm excited. It's definitely new. Oh, and for those that may be wondering, I'm finishing school. I'm not stopping. I'm not stopping going to school. I am too close to the finish line to be playing like that. No. I'm gonna drop this baby and go finish school. Like, I'm in school right now. I'm in school right now. Like, I'm not playing those games. I'm getting it done. Like, no offense or buts about it. Like, if anything, this baby done boosted my momentum because Lord knows, I was getting ready to be like, you know what? I don't even want it. Y'all can keep it. Sorry for the money lost, but I don't want to do it anymore. He's like, oh, you need a little motivation. Baby. So, I'm finna finish school. Get my money up. Do what I need to do. So me and my kid can live our best lives. I keep saying that, like, I'm not doing it by myself, y'all. I feel like I need to say that because a lot of people have assumed I'm doing it by myself. I am not doing it by myself. As of now, me and my boyfriend are still together. We're gonna do our best parent duck dizzle. Raise this baby and go on about our day. Kid. Crazy. I'm literally like, I just be looking at my stomach and I'm like, it's a kid in here. I don't know. I'm excited though. It's a new journey. I don't even know what the word is right now, but something I've never experienced before. So, well, of my own. I've experienced other people's kids, but not my own. So, but thank y'all for tuning into this video. I hope y'all enjoyed. Stay tuned for more videos. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. See you later, lovelies.